Good. Yo, what up, Kevin?
What's up, Henry?
Yo, this is fun. So we were just doing some deep work in CS, and I couldn't help myself but realize this past weekend I attended a conference of educators and educators of all different disciplines, and what they did was rhyme. And I spent probably 2 to 3 hours after the fact rewatching the recording of the conference to be able to understand 2 minutes of rhymes. And I thought that ratio was exactly the same for our CS lectures, for CS material. Um, so yeah, I guess a little introduction about myself is I am an SI, a supplemental instructor for your course, Data Structures and Algorithms. And if you want to say a little about yourself, Kevin, I think this would be a good time.
I'm a senior at San Jose State University studying computer science.
And you got some battle scars from institutions that behold,
Yeah.
from UC Davis. And but good news is you're almost graduated and you have an offer, right?
Yeah, I'm going to be going over to Adobe this summer as a summer software engineering intern, where I'll be doing React stuff over there.
Yeah, I cannot wait to see that next chapter for you. I know it's been a long journey, but we'll do that talk in a whole nother time. All right, we'll get into that. I'm gonna share my screen. Hopefully the sound is sharing, and I'm gonna hit play. Hopefully you're not using headphones, so I think you should be good.
Spitting bars in the cipher. I just want to put that out there real quick. That's all.
That's Chris Emdin. I saw him live in 2019. The College of Ed sent me there to see him keynote. That's their DJ.
Welcome outcasts, innovators, and educators stepping in the cipher, leveling up. We elevators. Instead of settling into systems that never made us question why they tend to erase us, we in their faces. Who imagine us rapping the pedagogy and practices, protest. But when I assess is far from average, grab a tablet, pen and a pad, I could give a catalyst to action tips. But knowledge itself is the catalyst.
Come in all my authenticity, nobody feeling me, telling me to tone it down, keep up the energy. Same group of folk pushing cultural identity, claim to be woke, modern day amphetamine. It's imperative to link with the brethren, break bread, get fed, learn about your heritage, take it to the classroom, remind them of their excellence. Already got it in them, they just gotta walk in it. They just gotta walk in it.
I've been an activist before, was a trend, homie. In my classroom, every second I spent, homie. My civil rights act fighting against the legacy that stems from the system of education I meant for me. Woo! I hope you already know a lot of work to do. I need some help lifting these heavy loads. I'm trying to make a cipher out these silent roads, bring the spirits back to all the students with the burdened souls.
And if we're bringing them back, we need a hope for something better. Let's be giving them that. We got real issues that we need to address. So you can see the young people, they've been feeling the stress. Gotta help them learn a way that they can talk about it. Self-awareness so important, never walk without it. Problem all too clear, we need to solve it. It's what I'm always proud to get the class involved with.
Okay, back around, revolved, and it's a fact. We adapt, we in fact evolve and see. The pedagogy's either people or not, equal or not, equitable and free or it's shot. So we working within it, weaving a plot, leaving it new. The old rules get ripped, please believe it or not. We MCs teaching an impact for centuries. No more whitewashed textbooks or histories. This an open invitation to the cipher, y'all. Writing as a way we can enlighten and the fight for y'all.
Yo, so that's a wrap. Just some thoughts real quick, Kevin. Go ahead. What were you thinking as that was happening?
Yeah, I think definitely we've been talking about this throughout the semester. I think there's just like a new way of being a student, a new way of teaching, and like teaching with self-awareness and not treating, especially STEM students who have generally higher or like more of a workload, with like treat them as a human instead of like as a machine or a robot. I think that's something that they're getting at in terms of like change and making it more of an equitable process and stuff like that. Yeah, there's a lot of depth into that. Even that 2-minute clip, I would have to watch it a few times to fully understand it all.
Yeah, and that's it, right? That's it. That's exactly it. Because one of the discoveries that our friend Anthony had when we were just doing our CS session was basically he's spitting bars, right? When we're asking him a technical question, he's like literally spitting bars, and it's very difficult to capture those bars to that one channel and medium of communication, aka speaking and hearing. And this is exactly what happened. Like I was super engaged when they were doing this because I was like, how dope is it to see teachers like rhyme like that, you know? But I only understood like 5% max of like all their rhymes. I don't know, like if you were to put a number on how much you understood in terms of like lyrically, what would it be?
Probably are on the same boat. Yeah,
Yeah, only 5%. And this isn't that exactly how you feel in technical lectures?
definitely. Yeah.
And this is that fact that Anthony stumbled upon just half an hour ago. He realized that channel of communication is super flawed, right? And it puts a lot of burden on the listener's shoulders.
Right.
So what I literally saw him do is transition some of that thinking and communication into written form on our Google Doc, on our shared Google Doc. So people who had a bounce early or who had some things come up literally can still soak in his wisdom, right? His AKA rhymes and bars. And I highlighted something here. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy, right?
Yeah. No,
Like,
that's true.
I mean, this is soul work, and this is love, and this is professional love. English isn't a great language to be able to describe love in different ways, but you see the type of improv and nimbleness that I try to bring into the SI sessions, right?
Right.
Is
Right.
it like how does that make you feel when it's
Yeah.
flexible?
I mean, I was shocked because I had never experienced it before throughout my 6 years of undergrad. Like the ounce of compassion or like it's very seldom that you get to experience upper division like STEM overall experience like with passion and love and teaching. So it's definitely added a twist to the way I see education, see learning.
Yeah, I feel significant learning cannot happen without significant relationships.
Right.
I genuinely believe we're in a relationships business. We're not in a content business. When the internet started and people were uploading content, that changed that dynamic completely, right? Yeah, we'll wrap it up here. I know I didn't give you much warning on this little talk, but I just wanted to show like these were the lines. These were their rhymes. If you wanted, I'm happy to play it again and we can literally look at the lyrics as we're doing it, but I want to be respectful of your time. But I think the key here is like literally just writing out their rhymes again. Took me probably 2 hours spread across like 3 different sessions, right? And I don't even think I'm 100% here yet. So in technical classes, that might be even more. So I'll leave this up to you. Like, would you like to listen to it one more time, or do you? Okay.
Yeah, it just sparked a parallel. I was just thinking like you said, sometimes when you do listen to technical lectures, it's like listening to this. It might take me 17 times that I'll have to listen to this, whereas if I just read it through an interpreted lens or just describe like through transcription, I would understand it much quicker. So
yeah, that's the jewel right there. I imagine if it is the case that our professors came across this realization earlier in their life, right?
mm-hmm.
I think if they did, they would be able to have so much more freedom during shared class time because anything they had to say that would be valuable for that slide or for that PDF, they would just have it completely written.
Right.
And there's other dynamics here. Like I think many of them don't trust us a lot because they have battle scars going through academia, which means they are skeptical that we would read their writing and watch their videos before showing up to class. And I get that. I genuinely think that's a valid concern. But if I'm thinking about it in these rhymes, like I was fully engaged. I wanted to know what they were saying, and I just simply couldn't, right?
Right.
Because listening and speaking live and direct is a flawed medium. Yeah, but that I want you to hold on to that, Kevin, because I think at multiple points in your career, you will realize how important writing is.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because if you have that, it's literally gold. Okay, let's try one more time. On this time, I guess. Well, one thing is, if you want to be able to see the faces, I guess maybe not that important. Okay, I'll play it.
Spitting bars in the cipher. I just want to put that out there real quick. That's all.
Tony is a 4th grade math teacher. I wish I had him as my math teacher. But you'll see how this comes to life, like these rhymes now, when you're looking at these.
Welcome outcasts, innovators, and educators stepping in the cipher, leveling up. We elevators instead of settling into systems that never made us question why they tend to erase us. We in their faces. Who imagine this? Rapping the pedagogy and practices, protest. But when I assess, it's far from average. Grab a tablet, pen and a pad, I could give a catalyst to action tips. But knowledge itself is the catalyst.
Come in all my authenticity, nobody feeling me, telling me to tone it down, keep up the energy. Same group of folk pushing cultural identity, claim to be woke, modern day amphetamine. It's imperative to link with the brethren, break bread, get fed, learn about your heritage, take it to the classroom, remind them of their excellence. Already got it in them, they just gotta walk in it. They just gotta walk in it.
I've been an activist before, was a trend, homie. In my classroom, every second I spent, homie. My civil rights act fighting against the legacy that stems from the system of education I meant for me. Woo! I hope you already know, a lot of work to do. I need some help lifting these heavy loads. I'm trying to make a cipher out these silent roads, bring the spirits back to all the students with the murdered souls.
And if we're bringing them back, we need a hope for something better. Let's be giving them that. We got real issues that we need to address. So you can see the young people, they've been feeling the stress. Gotta help them learn a way that they can talk about it. Self-awareness so important, never walk without it. Problem all too clear, we need to solve it. It's what I'm always proud to get the class involved with.
Okay, back around, revolve, that it's a fact. We adapt, we in fact evolve and see. The pedagogy's either people or not, equal or not, equitable and free or it's shot. So we working within it, weaving a plot, leaving it new. The old rules get ripped, please believe it or not. We MCs, teaching an impact for centuries. No more whitewashed textbooks or histories. This an open invitation to the cipher, y'all. Writing as a way we can enlighten and the fight for y'all.
Crazy, right?
A lot, yeah, that's a lot.
How much did you understand from reading and listening at the same time?
A lot more, a lot more. I didn't catch half those things.
Yeah. Yeah. Any final thoughts on your realization of the importance of being able to write well, not only with our words, our verbal words, but in written form?
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's one of the unsolved mysteries today with like education, which is how to be able to use that practice to learn better and to teach better. Still a mystery to my mind. So, but definitely I'll be more conscious when, even in class, with how I can optimize my understanding or learning and how I should study better and stuff like that.
Yeah, you do this. I mean, I see you do this. There's no way in hell you would have made it this far without optimizing your learning. Yeah, I think the last thing I'll say, so on Sean's segment, he said that we got some real issues we need to address, right? I think there's something to be said in right now our current US society where we have foundations who solve public education problems for many communities. Why is that a philanthropical effort, right? What policies and systems can we have in place so that people do have those opportunities and can really focus on the real work, aka reducing classroom sizes, aka putting less on teachers loads and actually helping students learn. So yeah, I think we'll just end it on that. Like, my hope, I have no doubt in my mind, Kevin, wherever you go, whatever institution that you're at, academia, industry, you name it, you're going to be a leader, you're going to be an educator, because you don't just teach at school, right? In fact, almost zero teaching is happening during the lecture, like unless it's like something that people are previewed for and are already primed for, right? That's a different story. So just remember that.
Thanks so much for the kind words, man.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna get you your story one day over the summer after everything, all the craziness. Yeah. It's a strong one. I have no doubt it will inspire and enthrall people to persevere. Peace.
Thanks.